Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals. It is 8:30 a.m. and here's Boo. He's hanging out in the paper. And here's Simba. Simba's sleeping under the Christmas tree. Good morning, Simba. Look at what's going on with this Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is drooping so much. I feel so bad for the cats because I'm going to have to get rid of this tree before Christmas. It is all dried out even though it's been watered every day. The branches are completely drooping. I don't know if you could see that, but the bells on the bottom are touching the ground in many areas. Like right there, that bell is like touching the tree skirt. That's how bad the tree is right now. This is the first year ever that I've had a tree do this. Normally the trees last until January without any problems, and this one is just, it's already done. And I feel bad for getting rid of it because the cats love laying under it, but you know, it becomes a fire hazard when it's too dried out. It is about 11 a.m. right now. It's a beautiful day out. Well, at least it's warmer than it has been. And this is the new heated pet mat that I'm going to put in Hydrox's shelter. This is the current indoor-outdoor thermometer that I have. I do have another one on order that would be better suited for the shelter. I'm going to see if I could put this one in there. It might be too obtrusive, so I might not. So this is what the shelter looks like. And it smells like a barn. It could really use a good scrub down, but I want to make sure Hydrox actually uses it, so I don't want to clean it too much. Alright, so let me show you what's going on here. I put the larger heated pet mat in here, and here is the sensor push that was over the door. I moved it up here, and there's a new battery in it. And then here, right here, I hung this indoor-outdoor thermometer. I have another one on order, but this is one that I've had, so we'll see how this works. I don't know if you're going to be able to actually see what it says on the camera, but we'll see. And then I reattached some door flaps on the front of the vestibule, and then also on the other side of the shelter inside the vestibule. They're basically just quart-sized Ziploc bags that I've cut down the middle. And instead of putting them on with duct tape because they fell off, I put them on with some thumbtacks. So we'll see if that works better. Alright, there we have it. All 4 doors have door flaps on them now. What I was using before was a clear shower curtain that I cut down into pieces. I don't have that anymore. I don't know where it went. So Ziploc bags will do. I could always change them out in the future, but they should be okay so far. Okay, the shelter is now done. I had to actually move the thermometer a few times. I moved it into the corner of the shelter because it was not visible where it was, because it needs to have some light, and when the light comes in the window, then you can actually read it. I don't know if it's going to be visible on infrared in night vision. We'll see what happens there. And I had to lower it because then the roof hit it, so it seems to be okay where it is. I don't know if it's going to get knocked off the wall. We'll see what happens. Today's Christmas Eve, and this is what the cats are eating. They're having canned sardines topped with some cooked haddock, which I have flaked for them. I flake it up with my fingers and try to make sure that there are no bones in it. And today is their Polish Christmas Eve, so they're having fish. And I also have a little Oplatek for them. This is like a communion wafer, and we get a larger one, and everyone shares this before they eat their dinner on Christmas Eve. Everyone breaks off a piece, and then they share pieces of it with other people. And it's been a tradition in my family, and I found this small one this year. And normally you'll get like a pink one to share with your animals, and legend has it that if the animals eat the Oplatek, then at midnight on Christmas Eve, you can hear them talking in human voices. So this year I found this little Oplatek for them. So I'm going to break this up and put this on their food. And then they're going to have lots of good luck and good health for the coming year. And maybe we'll even be able to hear them talk at midnight. This is what it looks like. It's basically made out of the same thing that a communion wafer is made out of. And it usually is imprinted with some kind of Christmas scene. In this case, it is an angel. Will you eat it out of my hand? You take a piece? No? It blends in really nicely with the white fish, so I don't think they're even gonna know. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you enjoy your meal. I know they will because this is their favorite food right now. They just loved cooked fish. It sounds very windy out. I hear a lot of wind chimes. I was just cleaning up the basement for Christmas and I saw this and I was like, what the heck? I was like, oh my gosh, one of the cats are sick. Like, I've never seen white vomit before. That's a lot of vomit. And then I remembered that they had fish. So somebody totally overate fish for breakfast. And I mean, they just threw it up. I couldn't film the dog, but Simba has had a visitor. He's had a Labrador, a golden lab, come and visit him. And I was like, what's Simba looking at? He was looking at the golden lab, and the golden lab was having a lot of fun in the yard, like a lot of fun. And I know he belongs to one of the neighbors. And just as I was trying to focus the camera on him, the neighbor realized like that the dog was not in like his own yard, like where it should be. And all you heard was the neighbor yelling, get over here, get inside. And then the dog went like skipping away. Like that dog was so happy. It wasn't like running like it was like in trouble. It was like literally so happy. It's 8:23 p.m. and it's really cold out. It's probably like 28 degrees. And Hydrox is eating some food. I just gave him some food. He's getting a can of food. And he's been hanging out in his shelter. And he just came out to eat something. And we had a really bad windstorm the other day, and it knocked out the cable for a while. It knocked out the broadband, so it knocked out the live stream, and it also knocked out some of the power outside. It knocked out the heated cat shelter that Hydrox is in, and it knocked out the heated water bowl and the heated kitty cafes, and it knocked out the lights in the greenhouse. And I wasn't home at the time that it knocked everything out, so I had to fix that when I got back. And I got back yesterday, very late yesterday, and I plugged everything back in, and it looks like everything's working today. But we're supposed to get another windstorm in a few days, so I hope it's not as bad. But we did get lucky because there are other people around here who had some really big trees fall in their house or fall in their yard. And thankfully, there were no trees down around here, so. But I'm sure Hydrox wasn't as happy with frozen water bowls and the heated pet mat not heated. I'm sure it was still cozy for him, but not as cozy when it's working. It is 10:53 a.m. and Ditto and Hydrox just came to the back door for breakfast, and I just split a can of food between these two plates. Ditto! Hydrox, eat! And Ditto's been a bully to Hydrox recently, so he's kind of showing dominance over these plates of food, but Hydrox will eat it. Once Ditto backs away, Hydrox will eat it. I also put some fresh water in the heated pet bowl, and there's plenty of dry food in the bowl of the automatic feeder. And there goes Hydrox, and there goes Ditto. He can go over and eat out of the auto feeder. Now Ditto does have a nice heated shelter that he can use if he wants to. I've not seen him use it yet, so I don't know where he has been hanging out, but he has been sheltering someplace. He's very dirty. There he goes. Is he gonna eat it? Or is he just checking in on it? You better leave Hydrox alone. He's rubbing up on the steps. That wire going across the bottom of the steps is connected to the webcam in Hydrox's shelter. And that wire was neatly tucked away, but with the windstorm, everything got blown all over the place and I haven't had a chance to go back out and secure it better. It's been a very hectic holiday season here. And there is reflection on the back door, so. Ditto's so silly. He's so silly. But he has to be a good boy. He has to be a good boy and he has to get along with Hydrox. Okay, now they're both eating. We'll check back in a little while and we'll see if they want more food or if that's enough. Today is the last day that the local pet stores are in business. They are all closing tomorrow. There's a certain chain of local pet stores. And today everything was 90% off with an additional 50% off the total. So how could I not stock up? They had all this cat litter, which I got. It ended up being like $1 a bag, and then some crunchies, and my car's full, so I'm gonna unload it and then check out some more of the local stores. It's like a local chain of pet stores and they're all going out. This is everything that was in my car. Look at all this cat litter, 95% off. And a few bags of canned cat food and some dry cat food. It is 8:09 p.m. and I want to show you what just happened to this can of food. So I bought a bunch of food at the local pet store the other day. And the expiration date on this says 7/22. I've been going through the cans and writing the expiration dates on them so I know what order to use them. So the ones that expire like in 2021, I'm going to use those before the ones that expire in 22 or 23. But as I was dating this can, like I shook it and I was like, it feels really weird. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like maybe there's not enough food in it or the food dried out. I thought it might have had an old expiration date. You know, sometimes if it's past the expiration date, it might get a little weird. But no, the expiration date is July 2022. But I want to show you what I found when I opened it. This food is Merrick Perfect Bistro Thanksgiving Day Dinner. Let me show you what I just found. So this is what it looks like inside. I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know what that's about, but I'm not going to trust it. I'm not going to feed it to any of the cats. But look at that. Look. It's like missing a whole bunch of food. That's really messed up. That is not good at all. And yeah, I've never seen anything like this. If you've ever opened a can of cat food and saw something like this inside, please let me know. Leave a comment below this video. And I might see if there's like a phone number or an address or something that I could contact about this, because this isn't right. The other thing that I just noticed is that the can says minced in gravy, and this obviously is not minced. This looks like a pate to me. So I don't know what's going on here. It is 8:15 p.m. and I just gave Hydrox and Ditto some food on these plates, and here's Ditto. And I want to tell you what just happened. So I gave them each a little bit of raw food on these plates, and these plates are being held down by this really heavy chair because it's been really windy, and they've been licking these plates clean, and I've just been putting more food on them, and they've been really happy sharing the food. Hydrox on one plate and Ditto on the other plate. So they just had a little bit of raw food each, and then I came out here with the can. Hey Ditto. And as I was, okay, right now Ditto just rubbed me with his tail. As I was putting the food on the plate, Ditto head-butted my hand. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. He just rubbed up against me. So I was like totally shocked when he head-butted my hand. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I started putting more food down, and he totally rubbed up against my hand. You know, I have to go wash it because he makes these weird noises, and I don't know if he has any kind of diseases or anything. So before I touch the other cats or prepare any food for them, I have to make sure that I wash my hand really well, because he kind of like, you know, when they rub up against you and they kind of rub up with their mouth on you. So he got some saliva on me. But I'm totally shocked. I don't know what happened. It's just like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, look at this, look. All of a sudden, he's super friendly to me. Maybe he's just really happy that I've been feeding them lately. I don't know. Maybe he's been staying in one of the shelters. I doubt it. I don't know. But he headbutted me twice, and then he rubbed up against me a few times. I think Ditto's falling in love. And here's Hydrox. Even, look at this. Look at this. He just headbutted the camera, but I moved it. And even Hydrox is like, he did it again. He's like right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look, he's rubbing up against me. Even Hydrox has been a lot friendlier, like getting closer to me. Like, look at this. Ditto's purring. Ditto, you're not coming inside. There's no room for any more cats. I'm full. I'm full up. You could have a home out here in one of the shelters, but no more cats are coming inside, all right? Hydrox, you got a nice shelter. Okay, Ditto, I gave you food, okay? Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.